Serj Tainain has just dropped a brand new single, AF Day, from an upcoming EP. I think he said is dropping in September. It's kind of interesting. I've not seen or really listened to much in the way of Serj's solo stuff. Like, I've listened to Darren's solo stuff. Obviously, the other main writing half of System of a Down with Scars on Broadway and all that. But I've never really delved into solo Serj. I didn't really know how much of a thing it was, to be honest. But I'm a big System fan. It's been breaking my heart for so long that they just can't get it together and record and release together anymore. They did those 2 songs not that long ago, but I think they were motivated by, you know, the Armenian genocide and other such heavy things, so that was kind of the only way they were able to set aside their differences. But it really is sad. I was watching listening to an interview with Serj very recently, and he was sort of talking about why him and Darren can't get along, and he was basically saying, initially, Serj did all the lyrics and the vocals, and Darren did all the band stuff, and then over time they both kind of like got better at doing each other's things. They started to cross over, but supposedly, from Serj's perspective at least, he was very encouraging of Darren doing the vocal stuff, but Darren was not so encouraging of Serj to do the backing stuff. So who knows? That's one guy's perspective. I'm sure Darren would say something different, so it's a little bit innocuous. But yeah. Anyway, this EP is made up of songs, I believe, that are almost all entirely already written from various periods of time. So apparently this AF Day is an old System song that never got released. Apparently the majority, large portions of the instrumentation of the recordings are from back then. And then over the course of the rest of this EP, I think it's 5 tracks. There are various other unreleased songs that I guess he's gone back and fixed up and sort of sorted out. It's a bit of a flavour of the month for people to do that at the moment. Fucking Blue Oyster Cult is not that far off. Yeah, so anyway, be curious to hear what this sounds like. I'm guessing if it's kind of in that sphere, it's gonna sound like System, which is kind of what Darren... Fucking Scars on Broadway basically sounds like System without Serj singing. And in fact, I think Darren has even said he writes songs without either band in mind, and then he just puts them out with whichever one happens to be operating at the time, which has been Scars on Broadway, mostly for now, for obvious reasons. So anyway, let's have a listen to Serj Tainain's AF Day. Turn that the fuck. Oh, hello. Yeah, those like flattened chords coming all the way down is so System-y. I love it. He's a charismatic dude. Okay, I like this. It's got that descending thing that I think is quite common in the System, but I love it. I don't know why, it always jars me a little bit when you get performance videos where like everyone else, like the drummer is drumming, right? I'm sure if you were to look, the guitarists will have amps behind them plugged in. So they're at least making a show of pretending to actually perform. But then Serj hasn't got a fucking microphone. It's a very common thing, but it bugs the fuck out of me. Okay. I wish I could tell what he was saying. He does look fully deranged though, doesn't he? Oh, I like the little drop out there though, that's nice. So much shaky cam. I do love that sort of like, it's a very Serj way of delivering those vocals. It kind of like, it's almost kind of monotonous in a good way. And then he'll suddenly have those little like, na-na-nas. It's kind of like, it's almost talking in a lot of the cases, but then he has these like weird little surges in them. Weird little surges, that was not on purpose. That just sort of like add this like color to the vocalizer. Super interesting. Doesn't sound like anyone else. I wonder how old the vocals are. I like how he does a little bit of air guitar. Another fucking day. Okay, so that's what he's saying. Ooh, little drop out there, like that. It's the bass and drums doing that. They're always so like discordant. I love it. Oh, I like this bit. Ooh. I'm really curious to know whether, because I know you said that a lot of the instrumentation for this song, it was written back in the day. I'm curious whether or not the vocal takes are old as well. I just think it must be super weird to come back to a song that you've written 20-something years ago and like lip sync to your old self. I like this breakdown section a lot though. The drummer's doing a lot of good work. Subtle but important. That's what he fucking reminds me of. That vocal bit there really reminded me of Rob Zombie. I'm assuming, I'm sure they influence each other to some degree, but the way he kind of like flips into that higher bit, it's kind of Rob Zombie-ish. I like it. Just like lots and lots of distortion. Yeah, there it is. Bet the mosh pit's fucking heavy when it comes out of this. I'm sure these lyrics are like deeply political. I'm just struggling to pick them up completely. Alright, now I get it. He's shouting another fucking day. AF day. That makes sense. They just come out of goddamn nowhere. Goddamn, he looks so deranged. Yes, I love it. Well, that is pretty much what I was expecting in a good way. It itches the System of a Down scratch, right? It's been a long time since I've had North System. It really does itch that scratch. I don't know what it is, because clearly, well, he said he wrote it back in the day, so I wonder if Darren had any hands in the writing of that song at all, or whether that was purely like a sort of Serj passion project that he just never ended up doing anything with. Because they have such a like distinctive tone, just the way that those guitar lines work. Even they're like sort of slightly offbeat. My theory isn't good enough to tell you exactly what it is, but they have some weird sevenths and some weird discord. The chord progression never quite follows where you sort of feel like it naturally should go. But that's a good thing. It subverts your expectations. The little drop section was really, really, really good. Made me think a little bit almost of Vicinity of Obscenity, it's kind of like, and then it goes, and then he screams a lot. His vocal performances are like, predictably fucking crazy, but very charismatic. They carry those songs a lot. It's got that frenetic energy. I bet the mosh pit seeing that live will be fucking fantastic. Cool. Well, I'm kind of interested to see where the rest of this EP goes, because if it's kind of like across different periods of System of a Down's existence that these songs were written, I wonder if those will reflect it. I think he did actually say that he sort of thought about doing something like this when he was writing his autobiography or a book of some sort, and he kind of like went back and started thinking about what some of these other songs and how the sort of marking of the eras go, etc., etc. So that's pretty cool. I like that as a concept. He must have re-recorded the vocals, right? Otherwise, I don't know. Maybe someone in the comments will know more about it than I do and they can tell me. But, yep, as it is, I think that's probably all I got to say on that one. So thank you very much for watching. What's your favourite System of a Down song? I'm not going to lie, I think mine's probably Radio Video. Yeah, but I like a lot of System. Anyway, let me know in the comments what yours is. Like, share, subscribe, all of that wonderful stuff. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.